our next step, once we've named the loggers and saved the raw data of each log individually, our next step is to consolidate that data and start with our energy audit. We do that by selecting the load button, and let's start with Picky. So the first one, you can use the normal load function, but if we use the load function again, you will see a warning that the loaded data will be cleared if we select another one. So we say cancel. So Picky is the first one. The second one, we use the import logging function, and now we choose fudge. Okay, so that was our second logger. So now over here you will see we have the two loggers. It's as we saved it. So if we go to the setup logging, you'll see that the lines have been deselected for that one. And on fudge, if we look at his setup logging, it's only one line that we haven't used. Okay, so the next step is we hit the consolidate button. Once the lines have been consolidated, you will see that for instance, Picky line 8 to 20 has disappeared out of the screen, and it's basically just the data that we have. There is, however, one other thing that we want to do before we consolidate, and that is we want to make sure that the data that we have is in the same date and time range. So we can see that Picky started on the 5th. Well, both the loggers should have started on the same time, more or less, but due to the batteries being different, Picky basically went through until the 20th, whereas fudge only has gone to the 15th. So what we do with that is we go to Picky and we delete all the data after the 15th. So we go to everything from the 16th onwards, and we just hit the delete button and remove all the data after the 15th. The reason why we do this is if we don't have data for fudge after the 15th, their values will have zeros allocated in that position, and that would make the averages go out by a small factor. So fudge went on to the 15th and started on the 5th. Alright, that is Picky and fudge. Now the date and times are more or less the same. Now we can hit the consolidate button. Okay, so once consolidated, all the data should be there, and they should end on the 15th. And the next step is now to move this consolidated information into the line form, and that we do by clicking on the line form. Okay, and now we will see that our line form will basically run from the 5th to the 15th, and that is the data for all of them.